Happy Without a Reason, posted on November 7th, 2011. The place of happy without a reason is not what your mind imagines it to be. It's not a state of constant exhilaration, but one of stability. It's calm and yet alive. Happiness is just a term we humans have coined to describe the feeling of experiencing the natural vibration of life that happens every time we let go of resistance. However, the natural vibration of life need not be a fleeting feeling in you. It can be your permanent resting place. When you become stable in the natural vibration of life, you are always happy without a reason. The mind has no clue what the state of being is like unless it has really tasted it. Till then, it can only have some imaginations about it, and it's never like what your mind imagines it to be. When you are stable in your natural vibration, there is no pull and release feeling within you, which you refer to as exhilaration. Rather, it just becomes ordinary because it's so permanent. But it's not dull ordinariness, it's an alive ordinariness. Of course, it's not possible to be 100% permanent in your natural vibration as a physical being due to physical processes in the body, but you can easily come close to 95 to 98% abiding in natural vibration by letting go of all the psychological resistances. So when I use the term permanent in this context, I mean 95 to 98% abidance in natural vibration. Why is happiness a fleeting feeling in most humans? First, it's important to really get to that happiness is the natural vibration of life, and that this energy called life is always vibrating at this frequency. Who you are is life energy, so happiness is your natural vibration, and the only reason you don't abide in this natural vibration is because of the resistances that are present in you, which you are unconsciously holding on to. Once you consciously start letting go of resistances by detaching from them, it takes a few months or maybe even a year or two, depending on how allowing you are, before the resistances can ebb away fully so that your natural vibration becomes your permanent resting place. Most humans follow this below pattern in their life. Step 1. Create resistance through unconscious, unquestioned thought patterns. Step 2. Find a way to release this resistance through an external distraction and feel liberated and happy in the moment. Step 3. Become addicted to the source of distraction, associating it with happiness. Usually the source of distraction is a person, colloquially called falling in love, job, achievement, sensory entertainment, physical activity, or drugs of some form. Step 4. Go back to step 1. So basically, we keep creating resistances and then find ways to release the resistance temporarily through some outside distraction and feel liberated in those few moments, terming it as happiness. This pattern of living is what induced the coinage of the term pursuit of happiness. Wisdom dictates that if you find a way to stop creating resistance, then you won't have to keep finding ways to release it, and thus you would no longer have to pursue happiness. Rather, you would be stable in it. Watch for this pattern in you, and you will realize how your mind has made it into a way of living. However, this does not have to be the way you live life. It's possible to live life differently, where you are not occupied with pursuing happiness, but are stable in it, and your movement is purely out of inspiration and joy than out of neediness. The process of letting go of resistances. It's really simple. All you need to do is stay in a place of relaxed detachment with the constant stream of thinking in the mind. If you can simply stay this way, the momentum of the mind will keep ebbing away because it's no longer getting the fuel of your attention. No matter what arguments, questions, clarifications, and insecurities the mind throws up, just stay in a place of this relaxed, detached, which I also call relaxed awareness. Some teachers have called this place abiding in self, resting in the unborn, dwelling in the now, staying in surrender, etc. Ultimately, it's all the same place of being, where you simply stay as a relaxed presence, allowing the mind to run out of its fuel. As the mind movement ebbs away in intensity, resistances automatically lose their grip on you, and you can sense your natural vibration coming up more and more. With time, the mind becomes very subtle, without much intensity. This is the place of no inner resistance. In this place, you will be able to abide in your natural vibration without any push and pull from the mind. The actions that come forth from you in this place are not motivated from a place of neediness or seeking, but purely from a place of intelligence and inspiration or wisdom. You are no longer chasing happiness, no longer chasing anything, just moving from a place of stability. The paradox is that this place of no resistance is the perfect place for allowing the smooth manifestation of your desired realities, though there is no longer any craving for it. As long as you are working on the outside to release your inner resistance, you will be stuck in the cycle mentioned above, step 1 to step 4. The outside cannot permanently release your inner resistances. It can only temporarily give you taste of release. To permanently release your inner resistances, you will need to let go of your identification with them simply by letting go of your focus on them in the place of relaxed awareness. It's really simple, and that's why the mind does not trust it. It wants some complicated techniques. But all techniques eventually keep you a prisoner to them. The state of dwelling in relaxed awareness is not a technique. It's simply a place of letting go with no techniques, just a total surrender, which allows the wholeness of your being to burn through all the inner resistances with ease. No inner resistance implies permanent abidance in your natural vibration. This is the end of the cycle of seeking happiness.